re-sign Williams, Chark, Kaminsky, and Elliott. Lock up Jonah for a long-term deal. Panda man, I agree.
I like it. I like it, bro.
Gridiron Heroes. He wants to hear Gridiron Heroes.
Yeah.
There you go. And do it one more time. We heard a lot of that this year, Grandizer. We heard a ton of that. All right, let's see. If I miss your question, just repost it. Copy and paste it. There's 300-some people in here. I'm going to miss it. What would you give up to trade for Jalen Carter, maybe Arizona at pick 3? Oh. As much as I love Jalen Carter, Mark, and I love Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
I absolutely do. I don't know if it's worth it right now to give up capital that we currently have. That'd probably take our that other first-round pick. I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that.
I say no. I'm not going to do it. What do you think?
No, man. You know what? I think I'm going to stick around at 6. You know, if needed be, man, you're going to have to give up I think you're going to have to give up that extra first-round pick, and I don't think it's worth it right now, man. He is a stud, though. I just don't know if we're in that position right now. We still got a couple of holes we got to fill. And now I'd love to have Jalen Carter. I want to fill those holes. We'll see, though. If Ben leaves, who does he take with him? Great question, Philip C. Hopefully nobody. I don't know because we didn't really see his connections. Like in Hard Knocks, they didn't really feature him. We haven't heard a whole lot about him and his personality, who he likes, who he dislikes. Yeah. So I don't know. I have zero idea. Like maybe he'd take an Antoine Randall, a wide receiver coach possibility.
Make him OC.
Who knows, right?
Yeah, make him an OC or something like that.
Who knows? Yeah, so who knows? But that could be a guy, though, Antoine Randall. That'd be my guess, if I'm going to guess anybody.
Hashtag
or Tanner.
Hey, guys, what do you think about signing Derek Carr as a backup? I'm not trading for Carr.
No. As a backup? I'm not
He's
sure.
He's going to be a starter somewhere.
He's going to start. He's going to want to start somewhere, bro. You know, I think Derek Carr he's one of those guys, man. He's just one of those guys. He seems to get it right. Then he's very inconsistent. He's not a bad quarterback, though, Derek Carr, but I'm not sure I'd want him here as a backup.
I don't want him here. I think Jared Goff is better than him. He throws too many interceptions, and he's older. I'll take Derek Carr, I'll take Jared Goff over Derek Carr. He wants to be a starter somewhere, and he will be. Maybe Washington Commanders, maybe the New York Jets, something like that. I'm not going to – I don't want Derek Carr over here. I had enough of interceptions throwing throughout my Lions fandom, and I got a guy right now in Jared Goff who does not throw interceptions. And that Derek Carr, he throws interceptions.
Goff's finally fixed that, man. Let's just stick with Goff, man. He's finally fixed that problem.
Hashtag Lions sign Daron Payne, draft Tyee Wilson and Christian Gonzalez. Well, Lions Mania, you want to have the most ridiculous defensive front in football, and I cannot argue with that. That would be good, man. Tyee Wilson, I think, is going to be a stud. That is another option at 6. He could be there for sure at 6.
Yeah, I think he will be there. I think Tyee Wilson will be there. Yeah.
Myles Murphy is ahead of him. So, like, you got Will Anderson, Myles Murphy. I think Tyee Wilson is number 3. But I think that would be a good spot for sure. I wouldn't be upset if they drafted Tyee Wilson. Zach Bradley, hashtag Lions draft Bijan Robinson late in the first round if he's there. If you've seen my mock draft that I dropped yesterday, I had the Lions trading up into, I think it was the 28th pick, and selecting Bijan Robinson. I don't know where this guy goes in the draft because you hear all sorts of reports that maybe he's a top 10 pick, like the Philadelphia Eagles. If they don't bring Sanders back, he could be a Philadelphia Eagle. But we've seen multiple times where running backs fall in a draft. Hell, I had the year of DeAndre Swift, the Lions trading up and getting DeAndre Swift in that draft. And he fell the second round, so he could fall. I don't know. What do you think about Bijan Robinson? Where do you think he goes? Would you draft him late in the first round if he's falling?
It's a possibility. I would draft him. I think he's a stud. I think he's a special type of running back. He reminds me a lot of Saquon Barkley. He reminds me a ton of him. I do like him, but I think we could find another running back maybe like in the second, third round. But he is obviously the best running back in this draft coming up. So if he's there, I would definitely think about it. 100%, yes.
Pierre says, hashtag Commanders need a franchise quarterback. I 100% agree with you. Derek Carr would probably be a realistic option right there. Derek Carr, as well as you can get a Jimmy Garoppolo. Maybe they trade for a Trey Lance, San Francisco. I don't know. But I think there'll be a
Howell?
Sam Howell?
We got Sam Howell over there. He hasn't played.
Believe in him?
He didn't play at all. I don't know, man. Taylor, you know what I mean? Like, give that kid a shot. He wasn't bad in college. I don't know. He reminded me a lot of Baker Mayfield, though, so maybe you don't want that style of quarterback. But I'm just saying.
I know. I like Sam Howell coming out of the draft.
Yeah, coming out of the draft. Man, that guy was a potential number 1 pick overall. Do you remember that?
2 years ago.
At one point?
Yeah.
2 years ago. That guy's going number 1. And then he had that bad year, and then he was running all over the place, wasn't throwing the ball. But I don't know. I think the Washington Commanders maybe take a shot at him. I don't know. Who knows?
$1.99 super from Lions fan 1 Paulie. Thank you so much, by the way. Show some love to Lions fan 1 Paulie. He says, screw all the Lions haters. Absolutely. Screw them, man.
Oh, boy.
One pride. We've been dealing with this team for many, 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 many moons, and we are having fun here. And if you hate the Lions, hey, go do your own thing. Screw off, right? Paul Geiner, hashtag FGB. What about Purdy from San Francisco? First off, he is going to be on their team for a while because he's a rookie. He was the 7th-round draft pick. The Lions are going to be getting him. He's going to be staying there after this.
Yeah,
what's going to happen is Jimmy G is going to go or Trey Lance is going to go.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
He's in the perfect situation. That kid's in the perfect situation. Don't make a lot of mistakes. You got the number 1 defense. You got weapons all around you. And it's not like he's some special quarterback, but he's playing smart football. It's in a great situation.
Paul Martin says, Micro Mike, you punk. Ooh, man.
Whoa.
All right, let's see. What's that?
You know him?
No, I don't know him.
Wow.
Hashtag Lions, how early do you take a guard? Our guards seem to drop like flies. I think late second is where you start looking at it. We got 2 second-round picks. Late second, third round. You can find good guards in the third round. Jonah Jackson, Larry Warford was in those rounds. You can find a good guard there. What about you, Mark?
Yeah, there's some good guards. You start looking at guards around the, like the second round, third round. You can get a dog in there. Big V is going to be. I think they're releasing Big V. I think Stenberg is going to get the boot too as well. So we're going to have to start looking at guards, man, because I think it'd be nice to re-sign Evan Brown, but yeah, let's definitely bring in a guard, man, and let's solidify this line even more. This is a great O-line. You had a nice young talent. Let's do it.
You can also look at free agency for a guard as well. Again, I got a video dropping tomorrow. There's a couple good guards in free agency. Personally, I'm just going to go with the draft, but you can find a guard in free agency. You can too. Riley Elder, hashtag Lions, how many picks do we use on defense? I would say we got 8 picks. I'd say 5 be defense. I think you got to get for offense, guard for sure. That's a need. Backup quarterback at some point in the 5th, 6th rounds. And you heard Brad Holmes talk today, the importance of, finding a young guy back there to be a backup if Jared Goff goes down. And a running back. I think they may go running back because, again, do you trust Swift to be here the whole time next year? I think he's going to be here, but is he going to stay healthy the whole time? I don't know. So you could draft a running back there, potential, for that. And the rest be just all defense 5 for sure. What say you, Mark?
I'm thinking the same thing. 5 or 6 picks on defense. We have so much to cover here. We got to get some corners in the building. We got to get, I think, another linebacker, defensive line. another edge, D tackle. So, yeah, man, we're looking at least 5 to 6 at least defensive players coming in the new year.
RV Jackpot Mike, who does Payne play for? Washington Commanders. That's who he plays for. Philip C, are the heavyweights nuts in real life? I only met Speakeasy. I actually hung out with him for about a week. Real cool, real laid-back guy, funny as hell. I haven't met Spencer Raxter, but I'll be meeting him soon next time I go up to the D. Lions, I would not be opposed to drafting Bijan at 18. It would make our offense a juggernaut. And I don't think Brad Holmes would be opposed to it. Todd Gurley, remember when he was with Los Angeles Rams, that offense was sick, and you give Jared Goff another weapon, it's over offensively. Like,
yeah, man, it'd be like, man, we'd be putting 60 on the board, man. So yeah, why not?
And I do
like
trust
the kid.
Brad Holmes in the other rounds to find players. Like,
yeah,
if they do something like that, I trust him to find a good defensive player in round 3, in late round 2. I trust him to. Badgley, not that bad. Yeah, he's not. He's not that bad. And that's why in my last mock I didn't go kicker. They could. I know a lot of Michigan fans want Jake Moody. What is your situation with kicker, Mark?
You know what? Badgley, you know, he made some good kicks for us this year. He missed a couple. That, you know, that probably should have made. But I'm looking for kickers. Not necessarily means I'm going to draft one. You know, I know every Detroit fan wants Moody. That kid was awesome at Michigan. He's a phenomenal kicker. I don't know when he's going to go in the draft, but I think you can always find one in free agency. I think re-signing Badgley wouldn't be a bad idea, you know. But I'm always looking to upgrade that position, though, for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you right there. Like I'm happy with Badgley. You can always upgrade though. If there's a player better, I have absolutely no affiliation with any of these players. It's a business. I want the best, 53. And if there's a better kicker out there, put him on the team. I want to win.